Yes, we are here, man. What is up, everybody? What is up? Finally got the time. We're about to watch this thing live. We are about to watch this thing live. So make sure just give this thing a quick like. If it's in your nature, share it out. We're gonna do this live. I've been doing these quite a while. I didn't mean to do 3 of them like today, but I saw a lot of trailers today that kind of interest me. In Days Gone, the whole 1 hour blowout, so I finally got the time to sit there and watch it. We're gonna do this legit live. I haven't seen it yet. He said, where's it? This is not a group one. I would have done a group one, but I don't know if anyone's available. But I would have to change the template, and I'm not doing all that. So. This is the new 1 hour footage we're all about to watch. Well, you guys might have saw it. I have not seen it yet. But I had just did one for The Walking Dead, and people were in the comment section said, do Days Gone. And I was looking for Days Gone. I couldn't find it anywhere on YouTube. So I went to the Game Informer website, and I think they got the whole hour. So we gonna get this done. It's like Days Gone. I think the game is still set for 2019. I thought they were gonna surprise us with a 2018 release. This would have been my most anticipated game of 2018 had it released in 2018. So this is like the game on PlayStation that I was looking forward to. Every time I see it at E3 and all the events that they showed Days Gone. I was always impressed with it. So this is alpha gameplay from Game Informer. So this video comes as courtesy as Game Informer. I don't know if they're going to take this down after I hit the stream button. So we shall see. So let's get this thing started. All right. Let's get this thing started.
And
I'm watching this for the
Jeff
first
Ross,
time,
game
guys.
director at Ben Studio. I'll be playing the game today.
there we go. And what are we looking at here? So we decided to show you guys just the very beginning of the game. So the absolute first hour. So you boot the disc up, you're in the game, and this is what you're going to experience.
Okay.
So we wanted to start you out in the open world, kind of show off a little bit about how our weather works, how the lighting works, all the detail we've put into the world, and introducing our 2 main characters. So you got Deacon St. John and Boozer William Boozer Gray.
Deacon and Boozer.
It's Alvarez.
Alvarez.
So where's Leah?
Like a sister. Ooh, they fucked her up.
Alvarez, hey.
Ooh, that wasn't done by a Swarmer.
Alvarez, what happened here? I mean, who did this? Was it Rippers?
Leon? Leon did this? Isn't that old boy they looking for?
Fucking Leon.
Alright. This is how they go. We're gonna get some Uncharted shit on here. This is how they gonna start you on the game on some vehicle shit.
I gotta kill that son of a bitch.
Why the hell would Alvarez take off with a piece of shit like Leon?
So the first section of the game is Deacon and Boozer, bounty hunters, on their bikes, chasing down this guy named Leon, who was a drug thief and a murderer. And the whole thing was designed to introduce you to bike gameplay. And that's really kind of one of the things we wanted to show off, was one of the more powered up bikes.
Yes, which will become important soon enough.
Now, the one thing I do notice about
Yeah, so one of the things you're noticing here is that they had to get off the main
games.
road. So we call it the broken road. So one of the key things in the game is that the highways have all been washed out. Bridges have been destroyed to try to stop the hordes that roam through the world. And you end up doing a lot of off-roading. So Deacon's bike is called a drifter bike.
A drifter.
And it's kind of a cross between a street bike and a dirt bike. So jumps like this happen throughout the game. We really just wanted to, to make the bike gameplay itself as exciting as we possibly could.
While still grounded.
Yeah, I think it is pretty grounded, actually. It's like, you can upgrade your bike. There's all kinds of, you can.
I just hope they don't make it
boosts and so on, but you can't. It's never going to be like a super
overly
bike.
rely on your
It's gonna
bike,
be realistic.
dude.
Deacon will never land a front flip. Can you promise that?
Sure.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed about PlayStation games in their games, that they have such good dialogue while the game is going on. These conversations, these randomized
See
conversations.
some of the
that they
wildlife
have.
in the game.
And I'm already
It's nice to
picking
show
that
off
up
some
in
of the
this
team's
game
work there
during
in the
even during
beginning. Put
bike
them nice
chase.
and close to the pad.
So it's pretty dope.
Can I get
Oh
that
my
ass
God.
right now? Can I get that ass right now? Can I get that ass right now?
I can't stop that. Alright. Look like they caught up to him. This is alpha gameplay, so I mean it does, you know, look a little bit like not quite. It doesn't look on par with some like some of the other games that we already released from PlayStation, but it's still dope. Alright.
Hey, where you going? Well, we had to have gone under here. We know the trail's at that end.
Come on, maybe he doesn't know that. Look.
Oh, Jesus, Boozer, we don't have time for
Come on, what do you
Daniel
see?
Boone bullshit. Now, come on, just look.
Don't you remember a damn thing I showed you?
I don't see shit.
Look, Deke. I know you were a city boy. But we've been out here for what? A couple of years? You gotta know this shit, bro. What are you gonna do if something happens to me?
All right, okay. All right.
I'm calling now, that man gonna die at some point during this game. He has to. Dude, tattoos all over his head.
See,
They're too good of friends. They're too good of friends, man.
Went that way. Bullshit. Come on.
In this opening sequence, we really kind of wanted to introduce the player to like all the core mechanics in the game. So we started out with the bike, and now we're doing an on-foot tracking sequence.
Having a deal with Copeland.
No, Leon's been.
Yeah, this is it has that feel, but you know what I mean? This is what works, man.
Hey, wait. Hold up.
What's up?
You tell me.
Oh, Jesus, Boozer, we don't have time for this shit.
Okay.
Then follow his tracks, goddammit.
Shit.
He's tracking.
All right, let me see.
It's weird that he has
Wait, here.
I know it's just for
Down this way.
gameplay, but
Really? You sure?
Tracks are fresh, I'm sure.
Really? Was that so hard?
that a little bit just takes away from the realism how he has like that. It's like a mutant.
So where the hell did you learn to track
to be
shit
able like
anyway?
to see the tracks?
Used
You
to
know
go
what I
elk
mean?
hunting with my old man when I was a kid. Ended up tracking shit for miles.
Bet you were a red
They should have
flannel
just had it
shirt,
like
some
visible in the
overalls,
ground in
nice pair
the
of chukka boots.
Smart ass.
in the foliage or something like that, like just blood drips that you could just follow.
Holy shit!
Oh, gunplay?
Leon, we're just here to talk.
That's all we want to do, man.
Oh yeah, is that why Tucker sent you to talk? Well, here's all I gotta talk about.
Yep, fucked up.
Come on. You okay, brother?
Yeah. Just a graze. Son of a bitch can't aim worth a damn.
After playing God of War, you get so used to
Son of
everything
a
being so
bitch.
seamless. So I
Fine,
hope it's
Boozer.
not this
You guys
black
might
screen. I think they're
recognize
just
this
doing that
from
to
the
save time. But
2017 E3 demo.
What? What's wrong?
oh yeah, I remember this.
There's a trail of blood right there. You see
That
it?
shit looks so dope.
In that demo, Deacon took a left through that rock cleft and ended up heading into an ambush camp. In this one, he's going to take a right.
Hold on.
Yeah, I see it. There's blood on the rail. He must be heading down there toward the falls.
Yeah. He's losing a lot of blood. He's not getting far. Come on.
Hopefully I ain't miss anything.
How many writers are working on this game?
To be honest, just mostly one.
One
Really?
writer for this game?
Yeah,
And that is
me.
They must have.
Search him. Bleeding out. Well, that's a hell of a way to go. It's slow. A lot of pain, but I suppose you'd know all about that.
She was
right
still
now.
breathing when we found her, you piece of shit.
I wasn't gonna waste a bullet, not on her.
Hold on for a second. Now, where's the stash, Leon? If you tell us, unlike you, I can promise you we'll make it quick. Don't look like you'd be suffering for too
This,
long.
no, how can
Leon,
this is like Sons of the Anarchy
See,
mixed with like
can
The
smell your
Walking
blood
Dead.
all
That's
the way
the
down
vibe
there.
I'm getting here.
Torn apart.
I ain't gonna lie, right wingers gonna love this game.
Up yours.
Goodbye, Leon.
No, wait. All right, no. I got it right here, take it.
Where?
In the cemetery. It's in the old cemetery.
Thank you.
No, you said.
All right.
Do it.
You shouldn't have did that to Alvarez, dog.
Don't leave me out here, man. You said you would make it quick. Do it. Do it.
So far, it's dope.
Goddamn liar. Do it.
All right, John, as
Oh,
creative director,
they give you
how you feeling about this?
options.
Me personally, I would say shoot him.
Why didn't you just write and then Deacon shot the guy then?
Well, because
I
there's no
wouldn't
right
shoot him.
answer.
I would leave him
Okay.
like he
Okay.
left her.
There's different
Leave
answers.
him for the swarmers.
And it's a chance for the player to express themselves and kind of how much they relate to the world and see what the consequences might be.
And it's one of those things where, you know, so Deacon St. John is in a certain state at the start of the story, right? He's got a certain moral compass. The player has some agency over how to control that. And we give you all the information you need here. It's like things that you do during the game are going to have an impact, especially on your best friend Boozer. So this is really one of those sort of marquee moments where you get to kind of choose how you're going to affect your brother in the game, because it's obvious that they're both members of the same outlaw MC. And so we just kind of throw this in there right at the very beginning to make sure that the player is aware that there are key points in the game where he's going to have an effect on how Boozer feels about
Even
you.
in Telltale
under a
games,
dozen, though?
I've
Do you have a
struggled
rough,
with decisions.
There's
like
more
this.
than that. So there's
Kill somebody
moments
or
like
leave them
this, and
alive.
these are pretty rare.
Well, he's
but
gonna
there's
die
also
regardless.
Optional
This-
jobs that you can do, you know,
But
and
you'll be
optional
doing him a
missions that you can
favor
do. So
if he shoots
That all affect Boozer.
that all affect how the story is going to evolve.
Gotcha. Okay, well, Jeff, you're the guy playing. How you feel?
Okay, well, I care about Boozer, but Alvarez was my friend too, so I can't let Leon get away with that. So
Wow. All right.
No.
Oh, please, you
Deke.
said.
Let's go.
Damn!
I wasn't gonna leave him to them.
Woo!
Give a shit what he's done.
Wow! They showed his fucking
That's an
scalp.
for the
Oh
bounty.
my god! Oh no, that's too graphic, dog. Oh my god! Ooh! Ooh!
Hey,
No!
were you really gonna leave him to the freaks?
You saw what he did to Alvarez.
Lord.
I heard what he said. I didn't want to waste a bullet.
Shit. You ever wonder what makes us different from assholes like Leon?
We're
I
alive.
think this is a good example of our dynamic weather system kicking into gear here. So we've seen a gamut so far of weather types.
He left Alvarez.
It's starting to rain. See how the rain affects the body and whatnot? Like if it's like the clothes are getting wet,
Hey, hold up.
drip.
I want to search
Drip
this
and
cab,
effect.
see if I
See if
can't
we
find
see
something
that.
to fix up this scratch.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh! I like how the rain does bounce off the hat and everything. And that have like the little splash effect.
Right, here we go.
It looks cool. I mean, it looks a little exaggerated. but it
Crafting,
does
pretty
look
important
cool.
part of the game.
Yeah, this is a big one. I
Crafting.
mean, the player's ability to survive is going to depend on their ability to live off of the land. Whatever they can find in the world, they're going to have to find a way to employ to survive. And in this case, it's a pretty basic recipe, is what we're calling them, where the player learns new tools to craft certain items together for a different outcome. Early on, it's bandages. Later on, it can turn into herbal buffs and stronger medicine buffs.
What state is this build in? Is there any way you can describe it for people watching?
Pre-beta,
Pre-beta. Okay.
Pre-beta.
Unfinished.
not finished.
There we go.
And they already showing an hour of gameplay?
Thought we were going hunting tonight. Take some bullets into Tucker.
Well, not if it's pissing down rain.
Nah, man, we need the camp credits. Gotta stock up on supplies.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to be out all night, though.
Jesus, I gotta get in shape.
Don't be such a pussy. Come on. Gonna see if there's anything we can salvage on
See,
the
I don't know
inside.
if the cuts are not that great, but I think if it's because it's alpha and they're probably doing that to save time or to prevent from
Fuel unless
spoilers.
You just piss yourself.
Fuel pump.
Hopefully they don't keep it like
Shot out my
that.
damn fuel pump. Can we get anything off Leon's bike?
Nah, it's done. Look, let's just go back to O'Leary Mountain. We'll head out in the morning, find some parts, and come back and get your bike.
No, I think I got a better idea. Why don't we just get it while we're out here?
What?
Well, Crazy Willie's isn't far from here. Let's just head over there.
What are you thinking?
We were going out hunting tonight anyway. Crazy Willie's is as good a place as any.
Yeah, okay.
Hunting freakers? Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Hunting freakers.
Hey, what did Leon give you?
Damned if I know. Drawing of an angel or something.
Angel? What the hell?
Map of some kind. Once we get my bike back, let's head up to the cemetery, look around.
Yeah. Okay.
Road's out again.
So PlayStation and they got a lot of their games have like a big companion focus.
Tucker, collect on Leon's bounty. Then I say we head north.
We got a good thing going here.
We used to, but now, it's goddamn encampments. They're like big steaming piles of shit, attracting every drifter maggot in 100 miles.
And you think that shit's any different up north?
Don't matter, I think it'd do us good. Get the hell away from here.
Don't start that shit again.
I'm not starting. Fuck it. We'll talk about it later. Hold on, something's blocking the road.
Careful. I saw a setup like this a couple days ago. A bunch of rippers blocked the road with an old truck.
Come on, help me move it.
Okay, and while nothing's happening here, this is kind of foreshadowing the types of ambushes and ambient events that we talked about earlier. So when players come across this, sometimes there's going to be nothing there, but sometimes it could be the work of enemies that have placed it there to specifically stop them and get them off their bike so they can attack them and steal his shit.
And that's dynamic in the world. Like, you know, you'll have your go-to path, and just one of the times you're traveling down it, there'll just be a blockade there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So like in the E3 demo, you saw he got clotheslined. So again, those are all dynamic. So the kinds of things you have to be worried about when you're traveling through the open world. This is just one example of them.
Tuck will be happy about that.
Happy? No. No, Tuck's never happy
I'm
about
sorry,
anything.
but this is a pause
As long
moment,
as
bro.
we get paid, I don't give a shit.
I mean, that's like balls on
Coming up on
ass.
the old Nero checkpoint.
Male
Never make it
ass.
down here.
Yeah, but the doors are all sealed shut.
Generators still work?
Not sure. They're out of fuel. But look, I'll get to it.
In some ways, all of this is just sort of introducing areas that you're going to come back to later. So you will have to come back to that Nero checkpoint later on to search for medical supplies.
I don't know, but it'll be clear with all the rain.
I don't think so.
Loan me your shotgun. I'll walk point.
Shit.
All right. Okay.
Shit. Looks like you were right for a change. Tunnel's actually clear.
You say that like it's a good thing. I thought you wanted to hunt freaks tonight.
I do, but not when half our supplies are back on your bike.
Okay.
Looks like that checkpoint had him backed up pretty good.
Shit. Look at them all.
So I wonder if you can do that to every vehicle available or just select
So like we
ones.
saw in that camp earlier, searching for supplies in the world is important. It's vital to survive and sustain yourself out there. So cars are a huge resource for players, and for crafting supplies so they can turn into whatever tool they want. Cop cars are going to hold ammo. You know, the player's going to recognize places to look for stuff and go to them off.
Oh, Jesus. There. Come on, let's go.
Wait, hold up. How many Molotovs you got left back here?
Let's hit it on the way back. Leave it.
Yeah. Leaving my ass.
Son of a bitch. You're hoping someone's home.
And this is an introduction to another one of the key parts of the open world, which is freaker nests. Through the course of the game, you're going to learn a little bit about why they build these nests, but bottom line is the player can use Molotovs to destroy them.
Oh shit! That's those aren't even zombies. Those are the shits from I Am Legend. That's what they are.
More swarmers. Look out!
I don't like the way that shotgun sound, dude. It sounds like a fucking Nerf gun.
Hey, Deke, bro.
But I'm getting Sons of Anarchy, Walking Dead, and I Am Legend.
You're gonna break my
Because they're not using zombies, they're using the dudes from I Am Legend.
Yeah. Okay.
But that shotgun though, I ain't like the way that shit sounded, dude. It sounded like it had like a lot of air in it, like pow.
You're going up there again.
What are you talking about?
Goddamn refugee camp. You only act like this when you're thinking about going up there.
Act like what?
It's not your fault that she's dead.
Drop it.
If you'd gotten on that chopper with Sarah, all that would have changed is
How the hell? Look, just drop it.
See? It's like like the gun sounds like it has bass.
So freakers, it's an infection.
Shut
and if
that
they
car
bite you,
off,
then you
dude.
become infected and turn into a freaker. Is that how this works?
Yeah, if Deacon gets bitten, he dies.
Okay.
So
Duh.
getting bitten is bad. In that sequence we just saw where Deacon was kind of losing it and smashing that freaker over and over in the head, we drop hints like that throughout the game, and you start to learn over time, like, who is Deacon, what's wrong with him, why is he so messed up, why is he so dead inside, and then, you know, as more and more is revealed, then then the player can begin to understand the journey that he's going to go on with him.
Warn me if you see anything.
Yo, keep telling me that I don't know who you are. Have if
Like
one of
Jeff
my
pointed
mods
out,
trust you, I think they can
emergency
mod you.
vehicles of
I
all
think.
kinds are treasure chests in the world. So
Gotcha.
there's just all kinds of useful things you can find in them.
Oh shit! Yeah, this is definitely fucking like I Am Legend type stuff. I like did Sony do that movie I Am Legend?
I get the sense that Deacon doesn't like freakers very much.
Other people in the world just love them. Can't get enough of them.
He loves searching for supplies too. This is vital to surviving. Is anywhere you can find something, you got to take it and always be on the lookout.
Unlimited inventory?
No, it's limited.
Somebody said
with
stop the hate. What am I
room for progress and
hating? I'm
expansion.
just making reasonable
But back to
comparisons.
the relatability. You know, he's never going to have a shopping cart full of supplies on him. It's still always pretty limited.
Fuck!
As you can see, the sounds are drawing the freakers in. There's really nothing the player can do about this, but you know, it's a tool that he can actually employ later as a tool in combat, either as a diversion or a distraction or a way to kind of bring two groups of warring enemies together, so he can use that to sneak by.
One of the things that I think kind of makes us unique from other post-apocalyptic games is we're 2 years out from the cataclysm that destroyed the world. That's why you still have batteries in vehicles that still work.
That's interesting.
You know, because if it had been 20 years or 20,000 years,
None of that
probably
shit
not.
would work. Good thing they
That battery would
explained
be
that.
dead.
Yeah, it would look way different in 20,000 years.
They said Deacon was like kind
Probably.
of
Days
like
Gone too,
dead
can't wait.
inside and stuff like that, but I see Deacon as comical. He's very witty. I mean, it seems like there's no tragedy, but maybe we'll find that out more beyond this point.
So the player's got a pretty basic default melee weapon. It's better than nothing, but his boot knife is
the combat, like in that combat
better
didn't look
replaced
all
by
that
melee weapons you
interesting.
can find in the world and upgrade those and even repair them.
Using crafting.
But maybe there's a skill tree.
And
I don't know.
using scrap.
But that kind of
links
looked
to
very,
repair,
very
use to
like
repair your bike. You can
dry
choose
and
to use
basic,
it to
but
repair your melee weapon. If you want to make that choice and hope that you have some scrap left over for other crafting and repairing the bike.
Another nest.
And the other thing I want to point out is that Boozer's shotgun is actually pretty sweet. So
Yes.
again, we're giving you access to it very early on.
Okay.
So you get a taste of it, but you're not going to get to keep it.
Right,
You got left? Whoa.
You just used the
Big,
last
get them out of
one.
here.
You got any shit to make more?
Yeah. Just hurry your ass
Oh my
up.
god.
So you saw him burn a nest in a cinematic earlier, now you get to do it yourself. And you'll do this a lot in the game.
Here they come.
And you say nest. Is it just like their home, or what are they
Got
actually
me missing
doing
the
here?
good part.
Hey, come on, get on.
They're sleeping.
Okay, give me a second.
They use them to hibernate. I mean, there's other things going on in there, but you don't learn about it until later in the game.
Okay.
I've been thinking about what you said about riding north.
Just saying, you need to get away from here. Clear your head, you know?
In the morning,
The most important thing is that there is fast travel in the game, but you have to earn it. And to earn it, you have to burn nesting zones.
I want to point out how this has been a contiguous path too, all the way through so far. That we're really traversing the game space contiguously.
With no load screens, right? So it is an open world, and we just passed from one of the opening regions, the Cascade Wilderness, into the Belknap Wilderness.
You wanted a freak show.
Shit.
Place is crawling.
Where did we leave off? My kids are bad. Let's go. My bad. Oh my god.
And they eat each other?
They do. This is where we introduced the newts, which were adolescents when they were infected.
And I already know it's a bad idea.
You just ride on through. You pull as many of them off as you can. And I go in through the back, down that hill, find the garage.
Shit.
All right, you just give me a few minutes to find the part that I need. You ride back, we ride the hell out. After I kill a few of the bastards.
Swear to God, you got a death wish.
Like
What the fuck did Flaw kill it say? He said, wow.
One of our goals was to just create an ecosystem that is dynamic and alive and constantly changing. And so newts, because they're smaller, they tend to stay out of the way of swarmers, which are adult male and females. So they won't attack you unless you're wounded or unless you climb up into where they live, which is on the rooftops of things.
Cool.
So sometimes the player doesn't have a choice. He has to go up to where they are, but he can
found a
avoid
way
them
to
for the
put
most part
toddlers in
if
the
he
game. This is
wants
going to
to.
be very controversial.
You realize even though your game has like, you know, zombie freaker bears in it and stuff, those are the scariest thing I've seen so far.
That's what we're going for.
Yeah.
Okay, good job.
Hey, this dude, what a poor way to try to stealth in the middle of nowhere.
That's an example of a
behind
scenario
no
that plays out a
foliage or
lot of
nothing.
different ways. Sometimes that swarmer will just go and attack the newt. Sometimes you could just Molotov both of them. I mean, there's lots of ways all these missions can be played. And this is the first wide linear sequence. So Jeff's going to take one path as he tries to get to
He thought
Crazy
Randall
Willie's
Thor was
garage
in here.
to
No,
find
that's
this fuel pump. But there's lots of ways you can play this.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
this
the
is one
writer
of the simplest missions, but it's got
the game.
probably some of the widest set of possibilities the way it could play out. I just have to get inside that garage over there. But
Okay.
I could go through this parking lot, I could go through these buildings, I could go up through the back, I go over the roofs of some of them, I could come out here on the street. It's a good
You can try to
wide
run and
linear-
gun it.
If I try to run and gun it,
You're probably in trouble.
I'm going to fail at that.
Yeah.
You know, but we just want to give the player as much choice in any given situation as possible, and really just kind of restrict the amount of limitations the game puts on it for the sake of the mission requirements.
For sure. So this is going to be the first place where a majority of players die.
We're hoping that they're challenged.
Okay.
And they pick up on things well enough to survive by the skin of their teeth. But the game really does reward people for going slow and playing smart. You know, so going
like
in
a
and running
stealth
and
kill,
killing
for
it at
example.
any point is never smart.
Yeah.
You're gonna pick up a lot of heat.
Okay.
And you just want to be very methodical and again on the lookout constantly for supplies that are going to help you when you need them the most. So every building in this game is every interior the player can enter.
That's cool.
At least
Being able,
99%.
every building.
Yeah. So being able to go indoors and outdoors is something we really wanted the player to be able to do.
I wonder how often does the interior of the place changes?
Sounds like a lot of artwork.
It is a lot of artwork.
Those guys are good though; they can figure it out. They have figured it out.
So the other thing I want to talk about just a little bit is the setting. So
Yeah.
because it's the high desert, you know, we've mentioned that, you know, it's kind of in the equivalent of Central Oregon, and you know, we hadn't seen a lot of games that use this environment. So it's got these, you know, these little truck stops like Crazy Willie's that are kind of quaint and very touristy, but they're also very run down. Even before the world ended, they were run down. And in the Belknap Wilderness, it's all, you're surrounded by all of these buttes and canyons that were all formed by lava flows from like 100,000 years ago. So it's very, very unique environment.
I think people will be confused when you call it high desert. But in Oregon, you said a majority of it is just considered technically a desert.
High desert means that it's not your typical desert. We have moisture, so we get snow in the winter, and we get, you know, and we have a lot of vegetation. So it's not, you know, lowland desert is what most people think of with desert, but high desert means you get super extreme weather conditions. It could be snowing one minute and raining the next and sunny the next.
Oh, she could cook? Oh no.
Deke! How's it going, brother? You ready?
Not yet. Still gotta find a way into Willie's garage. Gotta be a fuel pump inside.
Well, hurry your ass up. I rode past one of those, what the hell do you call them? The shit that Rippers put up.
Sigils.
Yeah, and it means they're up here somewhere.
All right, so I was able to avoid these guys earlier, but you know, if you got around the whole building, you would have found all the doors are locked. I know that, so we can cut to the chase here. But now I kind of have to go up into their turf, and this is when they feel threatened, and this is when they're gonna become aggressive.
Okay.
Because they're like roof climbers. Damn.
And I really have no other choice.
Damn. Yeah. Am I the only one that think the shotgun sounds like shit? Like. I mean, that's not me nitpicking or anything like that. I mean, it doesn't turn me off from the game. I just think it sounds funny. Yeah, those are kids. They're kid freakers. Damn! That would spook me the fuck out.
And right there, that's why they must die.
Because they will take you out.
It's them or you.
Some bottles for distractions?
No, to build Molotovs.
Molotovs. I could have told you that, sir.
Gotta be a fuel pump.
We have plenty of other tools for distractions. The player doesn't need to waste bottles on it.
Oh, you got another bike?
Boozer, you there? I found the part. I'm heading out to the highway.
Rippers!
Of course.
No,
that is like the go-to thing for all video games. You'll get half the objective done, and when you confirm you got it done, something happens to put you into a gunfight.
God damn it. Oh, God damn it, Boozer, where are you?
I don't know why I like the little running mechanic they got. Oh, they about to burn his chest.
These tats are dead symbols of a dead man. Dead symbols of the lost. Get off me!
They've been whipped.
Bitches! Biker Man! You must be brought low, Biker Man. For you are lost, and we are found. We will show you.
The Rippers.
I've never been burned by an acetylene torch, but I imagine it hurts.
Good God, yeah.
The funny thing about the Rippers, I can see them in how they will.
And let's test that. We actually have a blowtorch
like,
in the office right now.
I like how they designed them so when you do run across them in the game, like they will all like.
It's a fucked up thing to write, John.
And it wouldn't be a problem.
Right? Why'd you do that?
So this is the introduction to the cult Rest in Peace, and their slang name is Rippers. And you saw that they have all sorts of ritualistic scars on them. They burn themselves, they scar themselves. They worship freakers, basically. They think the event that destroyed the world was a celestial event, that all the people who are infected have somehow been taken up, and they aspire to that. And
during the cutscene, like when this dude shot old boy in the head with the shotgun, it was a lot more graphic. But I find it during the actual gameplay when it's shooting, it's not as graphic. I don't see the blood splatter or like exploding heads and stuff like that. That's what I expected to see after seeing what I saw in the cutscene. But I understand it's alpha. I mean, it's not a complaint, but just an observation. They fucked them up, dude.
Go!
Oh shit!
Shit. Thought we'd never make it.
Hey, why don't you wait out here? Let me make sure it's all clear.
Screw that. There's a bunk calling my name.
Alright, pretty much like we left it.
What? Not like there's much to steal. Just gonna reintroduce myself. Oh.
like find some shit for your arm, you gonna be okay?
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
I'll head over to that Nero checkpoint. They gotta have sterile bandages and
Wait,
painkillers.
don't leave my bike there.
No. I'm gonna be going out on foot while it's still light out.
Hey, I've got some ammo if you need it. In the footlocker by the door.
Thanks.
Hey, don't take my shotgun.
Lee's Boozer shotgun. Take Boozer shotgun.
Boozer. All right. Here you go.
Thanks, brother. Just feel kind of naked without it.
Now, why have it be the big on-screen prompt button press? Why not just have the shotgun sitting by the door and you can take it and he can react or not?
Because
That's a good question.
We're always interested in the characters, more than the props. So to me, it's having that beat where Deacon decides what is he going to do, and then the cutscene changes depending on what your actions are. So to me, it's just more interesting.
A couple of runs for Copeland.
So this is the introduction to the O'Leary Mountain Safe House. So this is an old watchtower that the Forest Service Department would have built.
Damn it, Boozer, your arm's not gonna be fine.
You know what's crazy?
Son of a bitch.
You probably, if you take his gun, that puts him in a fucked up situation.
And this is basically going to be your headquarters.
He would get attacked
for the first act of the game, and it's in the middle of the Cascade Wilderness. So Cascade Wilderness is unique because it's got a lot of dense forest, more so than anywhere else in the game.
I'm not taking Boozer's bike. I gotta get to mine before it gets dark. What the hell? Boozer, are you awake?
Yeah, Deke. What's up?
I just saw someone sneaking around the safe house.
What the hell? What's he doing?
No idea. I'm gonna follow him. See if there's some more where he came from.
Deke, Cope warned us. He'd seen drifters up on the mountain.
Like I said, screw Copeland. I'm not doing this shit for him.
Yeah, the map is.
So you can see that
I
we've
wanna
got
see that
stamina,
too.
and Deacon can sprint till he runs out. It's one of those things where, as you guys saw, you really need to be able to run from a situation when you need to, and that costs stamina. And the combat roll also costs stamina. So the player really has to kind of balance how long he's going to stay in the fight, meleeing it, versus how much energy he's going to leave himself in reserve to get out. And that's one of those attributes you can upgrade through the Nero checkpoints.
So what'd you find?
Damn, that's a woman.
It's all right. What the hell?
He shot me!
Damn.
He killed him! Yeah, keep on running around. What the hell's he doing just running around like that? Go, I got you covered!
Oh, that's how you do stuff mid-fight in Horizon. You craft I like how they allow you to craft while still in game, but the slowdown is I'm not a big fan of, but I get it.
Don't let him go!
But it worked in Horizon, so.
Got him! He shot me!
And this is where you're
That
wishing you
sucks.
had Boozer's shotgun.
Yeah, this shotgun came in handy
Absolutely.
because that fucking bow and arrow is.
But as you can see,
trash.
Deacon is fragile. He's got to constantly be on the lookout for supplies to craft more medicine because, especially early game, his health goes fast.
Come on, kill him!
Yeah, this dude's aim is almost as bad as mine.
You guys gonna have difficulty settings?
No, the game itself is already pretty hard. Oh, as you can see.
All right, so no
We've got
difficulty
we'll
settings.
just
The
focus
game
on
itself
getting
is
that dialed in because
pretty hard.
It's
So
not very good when it's easy. It's a way more
Really?
exciting game. It's a lot of fun and kind of speaks to the fantasy of the apocalypse by being a challenge.
That's a bold move.
Yeah, we give too much away for free by making it having an easy mode.
I want to talk. Always looking for anyone who can use a gun. Yeah, just drop your weapon.
I can see BG playing this game right now. He won't be using guns at all. He'll just be going meleeing everything. That would not be a stream I would want to watch.
Cover me, now! Yeah. Come on.
What's up, Gaming Addict?
That's the last of them. Must have followed us here. Sons of bitches. Boozer, I found their camp. We don't gotta worry about those assholes anymore.
Who was it? Anyone we know?
Nah, just a few drifters looking to move in our safe house.
Like we were saying before, it's time to start thinking about heading north.
Let's get your arm fixed up and then worry about hitting the road. I'm gonna be heading to my bike. Deacon out.
So the other thing we wanted to show off in this opening sequence is the progression of time as well as weather. So basically we start in mid-afternoon when you're starting that chase with Leon, and then it works its way towards sunset, and now it's night. And one of the things that happens at night is freakers become more common, they become more powerful.
Oh, goddamn freakers.
I believe someone on your team informed us that the freaks come out at night.
The freaks.
That is true.
Okay, regrettably true.
Yeah, but the freakers remind me a lot of those things that were in I Am Legend. Like the way that they approach you, they stop and they scream, they face get all wide. They don't have like more of a zombie appeal, but they have more of like just a disformity and like a lack of fucking vitamin D type situation going on. Oh no, there goes some of the.
Oh, dude, what was that?
The
Pre-beta.
graphics.
Oh, shit. Move. Run. Oh, goddamn rain. If it's not the freaks, it's the goddamn rain. Where the hell am I? I gotta be getting close.
So I'm not the only one that notices the sound, but
Gotta get to my bike. Getting closer. I gotta get close. Come on, baby. Where the fuck are you?
his bike probably got robbed, dude. Why is this parked so far?
This is it. This is where we left it. My bike's gone.
That's right.
Fuck! Damn it, Copeland! Hey! You're from Copeland's camp? Where the hell is my bike? Hey, stop! Wait, god damn it!
I didn't take your bike, man. I swear.
I'm not gonna kill you! Stop running!
Now, I'm just curious though. Like I said, I feel like the over reliance on bikes. You got all these vehicles around, and you're gonna tell me there's like not one running vehicle? Are you gonna be able to drive cars in this game? Like that's what I want to know. I know you can ride bikes, like the dirt bikes and whatnot, and different type of bikes, but are cars
Are you there?
running in this game?
Yeah, D. Get your bike?
Nope. Copeland's men got to it before I did. I'm heading to his camp.
Come on, man. Don't start any trouble.
Started it. They stole my goddamn bike.
Look, all I'm saying is, until we ride north.
Damn it.
So is the bike more sentimental, or is it literally like, I'm gonna have to die, or I will die out here now if I don't have my bike?
This is a good example of what happens when you go on foot. You're just susceptible to everything.
Gotcha.
And these guys are fast, especially at night.
He needs a weapon with a whole lot of spread.
So, what were you saying?
Look, all I'm saying is, until we ride north, we need him.
Need him? No. We don't need anyone.
Yeah? What about when your engine blew?
St. John, is that you? Some son of a bitch stole my bike.
Don't know nothing about that. You gotta go talk to Manny.
Okay. Yeah, that's where I'm headed.
Not too smart
Martial
running
law
up
in
on us
effect.
like that. Being night and all. Now keep that in mind.
So this is the camp that
Oh,
you saw
okay.
in
So-
the 2017 E3 demo.
Ah, okay.
All right, I like how they introduced that.
Hey,
You
man.
got a place where the, a mechanic build shit. You got bounties where people can send you on missions and stuff like that. It's
Work hard, they feed
a
you.
good way to
Yeah, camper's
break
life.
the mode of the game.
Yeah, camper's life.
I like how they introduce you to
bike repair. You ever read
things in the game.
Didn't have a lot of time
How they
for
open
books
it up.
back in the day. Yeah, ran a shop, Farewell. Made all the grease monkeys read it. Being a mechanic requires great peace of mind, it said. Try working on an empty stomach. That'll focus your mind.
Manny, I'm looking for a bike.
Yeah? Oh. You don't want that one. Why not? It just came off the truck. I mean, some dumb son of a bitch left it out in the shit. Rusted up good. It rode hard, too. The fool that rode it didn't know shit about bikes.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Shot the hell this one. I mean, we just partied it out. I mean, it didn't even have a fuel pump. We could have used that.
Man, fuel pumps like this one.
Okay.
Like this one, Manny.
Oh, okay.
Are they gonna give you a choice to whoop his
now,
ass?
I
Or
said
not?
fool. What I meant was the fools that brought that bike in. See, they didn't tie that shit down properly, so they left it like rattling around back there.
Deke, let's talk.
Guarantee you, he turns into like your traditional mechanic you go to just to upgrade shit later on in
Looks
the game.
like you had some trouble.
Just becomes a random NPC.
Got hit hard last night. Rippers again. Twice now they've been up here. Some say looking for you and Boozer.
Out in the shit, folks say a lot of things.
Folks around here take care of their own. They go enough days without food. Well, you see how it is.
Lake not holding out?
We get a fair amount of trout, some catfish. Lake's fed by snowmelt. No one left a stock of fish. Gonna run out sooner or later. As a kid, used to go hunting out here with the old man. We'd build deer blinds out here. Put down salt licks below us. Pick 'em off clean. Some winters had so much venison we couldn't eat it all.
I didn't think that was legal. Deer baiting back in the day.
My old man
Again,
had only one
this
law.
game's gonna have like those slowdowns,
United
like
States Constitution.
a lot of the games that
If you could
a
only
lot
see
of like
us
the
now.
Sony games, they have like the
America,
same like formula.
Land of the free.
Whereas like controls the pace.
We are-
And I hate this in like most games. Even when Gears of War did it, it's like when they have to slow down, they force you to walk slow and talk, and I just want to move forward
Can't
with the
remember
damn
the last
game.
time we had venison. With all the freaks. Well, I guess we're gonna learn to live without a lot of things, aren't we?
Okay. Here we go.
Saw Leon the other day.
Yeah?
He was bringing me something.
Is that right?
Folks here in a lot of pain, Deke.
Oh, Leon. Doug said that he took off. No one's seen him.
Tell you what. You find his stash. You bring it to me. To me, Deke. You do that, well, we'll see what we can do for you.
The bike.
You rob him and then make him go on a mission and get his shit back. It's crazy.
Salvage, Deke. Salvage.
All right. I'll try to keep that in mind.
By the way, nice hat.
What?
No, this one.
Don't you ever
Now,
touch
hold on. Leon wore a hat like this, didn't he?
Cope, I swear to God.
Don't. You want to do business in my camp? You start doing some runs for me.
Cope. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm here anyway. What do you got?
Now that's more like it. A group of drifters has been harassing my supply runs.
They've moved into the radio tower west of O'Leary Mountain. Isn't that your backyard?
No, it's not, but I'll take care of them.
I thought you might.
Go on. Get what's left of your piece of shit bike and get the hell out of my camp.
Yeah, I already don't even like this dude.
So some
And
of this
Deacon
is based
comes
on
off as
personal
like, come on,
experience. So I grew up in Southern Oregon.
He's a boss. He can
where
get
there's
down,
a
but
lot
like,
of
you shouldn't be
truthers
letting
and a
these
lot
dudes
of
be talking shit to him
people
like
who
that.
love guns.
Sure.
My mom was a founding member of the National Association to Keep and Bear Arms. These are the guys that came up with the bumper sticker that says, "You can take my rifle when you pry it from my cold dead hands." I mean,
Classics.
so
I told
Copeland
you
is kind of
right-wingers
that,
will
and each
love
one of the
this game.
encampments has a different philosophy on what does it mean to survive, how do you rebuild civilization, and so that's just one of the ways we sort of explore what would really happen if the world ended, because there are guys out there like that who would build a camp like this.
Sure.
Yo, Deke, hold up. I just want to say how sorry I am. I didn't know, I swear.
You have any idea how much time I put into that bike? It was a drifter bike, Manny.
I know. I'll make it up to you, I swear. I put together a new one.
You call this piece of shit a bike?
I know. It's not... Look, I'll keep an eye out.
So I guess
for
you
more
start
parts.
off the game with like the
I'll hook you
best
up.
bike possible, and then try to like
Okay, and what about my custom
build
gas tank,
towards
Manny?
that.
You know, the one that I got from my dead
guess.
wife. You gonna keep an eye out for that one too?
Jesus, Deke, I'm sorry.
Just get the fuck out of my way.
So that's the opening sequence.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
In a lot of ways, it is kind of the journey of Deacon's bike, because you start on his awesome drifter bike, and then you have that for the first few minutes of gameplay, and then it's gone. So the player gets a taste of it, and then you got to spend the next few hours of gameplay trying to rebuild it.
Gotcha. The bike gets Metroided.
Oh, so it's gonna be
and
a
so
lot
and
of
by the way, you have
crafting and
it's like you asked if you could go
search.
places without your bike. Sure, you can. Bad idea.
So this is just one of the camps where you can come and buy stuff. Yada,
Yeah.
yada, yada. Cool.
Yeah, so you can see that Copeland didn't trust Deacon very much. Obviously, they weren't best friends. But in order for Deacon to gain trust with this camp, he can bring food back to the kitchen. He can turn in his bounties, the freaker ears right here. And, those allow him to gain
makes
trust
sense.
and credits he can spend at the merchant and obviously at the bike mechanic.
Hey,
I wonder if there's
thanks for showing
multiple
us so much of
camps
the
he has
game,
to
guys.
do.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks
Thanks
for
a lot,
watching,
man.
everybody. Absolutely. Stay tuned for a full month of coverage coming up from Game Informer. Bye, everybody.
All right, that was it. I mean, that was the first hour or just under an hour of Days Gone. The game, like I said, it looks interesting. Game Informer is going to have a full month of coverage on it. I like the way the game looks. It's like I said, it's still one of my most anticipated games. I'm curious of why they've done it so early. I mean, this game is like a 2019 game. I can probably predict this is like February, March of 2019. It probably could have come out this year, but as you can see, there's polishing that needs to be done to this game. Like I said, a couple things that I really don't care for is the sound of the shotgun and the combat. Just, I don't know, it just seems clunky. But like I said, this is pre-alpha. As far as the characters, like I said, it's following the model of some of the existing PlayStation exclusives. Like I get some of the Last of Us here and stuff like that, but not as emotional. You know what I mean? This seems more, a little bit more different, more like, in its own lane, but it still borrows some of that style. You know what I mean? But looks like the story is cool. I don't know if the story itself, how that's going to pan out. So far the character seems cool, but as far as like the gameplay, what the game looks like, the fact that it's open world seems cool. My only concerns, like I said, is that the over reliance on a bike, is that going to be your only forms of transportation. There's no difficulty setting. It's set at a standard difficulty level, which, because they said the game in its own right is hard, which is fine. For me, if the game has no difficulty level, I ain't complaining. Hopefully, it's doable for me. But it's cool. It definitely has my interest up there. The coverage is a month long. Curious to see what we're gonna get at E3. The release date, and and I seen a lot of what I need to see. Like I said, I'm just curious because the game is so early in development, and they gave us a full hour, and not even just a full hour of random gameplay, but a full hour of like the opening credits of the game. Like this is exactly what we would see when we boot up the game for the first time, which is dope. And the thing is, it kind of did, from what I saw, it kind of gave you a taste of all the gameplay mechanics in the game. Like you start out pretty much learning how you would control the bike, the combat, the shooting. You're learning about the freakers, what gets them when they're more active, and keeping the place quiet, how to craft, how to search. It looks like shortly after the demo ended that you're probably going to be spending the next a good chunk of gameplay just doing errands and stuff like that to work your bike up. And of course, once your bike is finished, you're probably gonna have like upgrades you can do to make it faster, make it more durable. Yeah, so a couple things I like to see there. There's some other things that I'd like to see, but I understand it's pretty early. But I'm looking forward to it. Days Gone, PlayStation exclusive. Looks like they have another one. I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure how it would fare, because this isn't The Last of Us. This is I don't even want to call it a zombie game, but like I said, I look at this game, it looks like it will be very, very good, but I don't think it's going to be groundbreaking to the media darling standards of what they done with The Last of Us and God of War and Uncharted. I think it will do probably what Horizon did as far as like maybe sales or reception. It will be probably one of my favorite games, because I tend to don't care for games that people consider masterpieces. I don't see them as masterpieces, but games that are the media seem as great to good or maybe average. I think they are above average and they're a little bit above great and stuff like that. But other than God of War is like the only game I would agree that's like pretty damn good. But as far as Days Gone, I'm looking for it. Can't wait. Like I said, this is not a game I would want to see BG stream, for the simple fact that because you have to craft ammo, you have to be careful of when you want to shoot something, because the more noise you make, the more of those freakers come out and stuff like that. And I can imagine BG meleeing through everything. And for what the melee look like, it doesn't look too pretty. So that's who I do not want to see streaming this game. Yeah, and you guys have any thoughts on what we just saw with this, with the first hour of this gameplay? Unfortunately, I was one of the last ones to see it. This was like my first time watching it, but what are your thoughts? I seen a lot of you guys had a lot to say in like the comments about it. Are you feeling it? Did God of War put you to a certain level where this is not meeting it, or you just need to see more? Just looking at the seeing what y'all got to say. So excited, says I'm getting it. Rick Hunter said game looks great, smooth. And somebody said this game is the State of Decay 2 killer. Oh man, these are two different games, dude. Like they have nothing in common. Absolutely nothing in common. You getting it day one? Yeah, I will definitely day this one. I'm getting this day 0. I'll find a way to get this shit early. Oh man. Oh my God, what is going on in the chat? Why is why is he timed out? Yeah, Days Gone is more of a, like I said, narrative driven, but it does have like a great deal of survival instincts, but not on, I mean, they focus, like, State of Decay is more of I guess a management survival game, you know what I mean? Whereas Days Gone seems to be like, you know, survival of like yourself, how you gonna survive like in the game, and how it has, it's not about keeping others alive, whether it be, even though they have their choice system that looks like it's going to impact the story that you're going to get in a game, and it may decide how people react or how people progress in the story, which I think is cool. I think it's cool. I mean, for a game like this to have that, it does add a different element to the game. Yeah, Days Gone is definitely more narrative driven. State of Decay 2, I don't think it's gonna have any narrative. The most narrative that State of Decay 2 will have is the trailers that came out today. Otherwise there's no like cinematic anything related to State of Decay 2 from what I can see. Am I going to stream? I'm streaming. Yeah, we're doing a Planet Xbox stream of E3 for the Xbox conference, so we'll be definitely doing that. And I'm also streaming Inside Xbox Episode 3 next Thursday. So, or is it? Yeah, it's next Thursday. Yeah, but I don't know. We'll find out. But looking at Days Gone, it looks good. But I highly doubt there's any multiplayer elements to this game. I don't think there's going to be an online horde mode. I don't think there's going to be like even an online PvP mode. It might. It could implement like how The Last of Us had it, but I don't think it's going to have that. I could be wrong though. A Metacritic for this game, yeah, I can see it being possibly an 85. Between 85 to 87 maybe, yeah. And I'm not saying that to judge the alpha. I'm just the type of game it is. You know what I mean? Like some people may be fatigued. Maybe I think this genre, even though this game looks fantastic, but like the game, like I'm looking forward to Days Gone, looking forward to State of Decay 2, looking forward to Overkill's The Walking Dead. I think the genre and the ideas of those games are fatigued and they had their time. But I think these are like 3 great games that's coming that might be prisoner because these type of games are potentially past their prime, but they would be legit good games. So we'll see. Melmac said this game, you think this game would be like an 85, 90? Somebody say 80 to 83. I seen some 70s in there. That's crazy. Of course, somebody said you would give it a 95. You know what I mean? It depends on how, I guess how it depends on how strong the story is. Like, I don't see Deacon's character as strong as a, what's his name? What's the dude from The Last of Us? Like anybody from The Last of Us? No, I don't see him as a Nathan Drake. I don't see him as a Kratos. I don't Deacon, like it's cool, but I don't see him as a character that any was it Joel? Yeah, Joel, not Joel. Joel. Yeah, I don't see Deacon as any of those characters. That like I don't see any everybody that they introduced so far in this 1 hour don't have that appeal. Like not even as some of the villains, like no, not a Baldur, no, not a Wraith, not a Sully, nothing. It's like you got Deacon. What the fuck is this? His buddy's name with the tats all over his head. I keep forgetting. And then that camp, Calpel. What's his name? Calpel. Is it? I'm already fucking up the names and shit, but it's nobody was introduced where I feel like, man, they can have an impact on the story. Oh, I'm gonna dislike this person. Oh, I like this person. Like I like Deacon because he just seems laid back, even though they say, you know, he has a dark side to him, and they're gonna open up his character. I'm not seeing what's there to open up. He seems pretty witty. I mean, he got bitched pretty easily by this dude. and he seems more lighthearted than anything. But that's just my observation. I could be wrong, but I don't think the game itself or the characters that they got set is anything that is going to take you over the top. That is like going to be like your darling character of that highly reminiscent character that some of these other PlayStation games had. I think it's going to be a really good game, but I don't think this is going to be one of their best campaign games ever. I don't think. And the thing is the timing of the team. So this game is definitely early 2019. When does The Last of Us come out? Like, do these games come out like back to back? Is Last of Us like a summer 2019 game? Is it a holiday 2019 game? Like how does that fare? Like with them being more along the same like idea style games. Yeah. But we'll find out. I think the original Last of Us game came out in the summer of 2013. I believe. I think it came out in the summer. But that's it, guys. I'm about to get out of here. It's pretty late. I'm probably gonna work on another video and release it tomorrow. I have to do a review for this monitor. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this live reaction of Days Gone. I'm looking forward to the game. Like I said, it's still on my radar. Now that it's a 2019 release, it is definitely one of my most anticipated games for 2019. I will be there day 1 or day 0 if I can find a way to get the thing early. Looking forward to it, and for more coverage on this game or any other game, make sure you hit the notification button here, as I'll be trying to pump out as much videos as possible, okay? I'll see you guys on the flip side. Peace.